Good morning and welcome to Motivation Monday. It's February 9th and we're getting this week started right. I'm super excited about this week. We're 1 week away from releasing our next episode of the Bridge podcast. So if you haven't done so already, go over to our YouTube channel and share, like, and subscribe. We're truly excited about this next episode. Today I want to motivate you by talking about the measure of success. I've had many businesses sit in front of me and not think that they're successful, right? They are comparing themselves to industry giants. They're comparing themselves to other people that are doing the same thing that they're doing. But remember, you were separated from them, right? You were called to do what you were doing, right? You're different. It might take a little longer to develop what God has for your life. So this week, I want you to focus on beating your personal best by a tiny margin rather than comparing yourself to the industry giants. A little bit about myself. When I first came to the Lord, I hated what I looked like. I hated what I seen. No one was tougher on me than I was on myself. I hated looking in the mirror because it revealed all the ugly about me, right? But it was that time when I changed my perspective and I started to ask myself, how I'm going to measure success, right? I can't be motivated by my wife, by my children. They're seeing a whole different thing. So I had to be my own motivator. So I started to look in the mirror and I woke up and I would look in that mirror and I would say, you know what, am I better today than I was yesterday, right? And if I made the right decisions that day, then the answer was yes. And before you know it, I would do this often, and before you knew it, I was better, right? And little did I know that I was going to bring this into my business, right? I don't compare myself with anyone. The answer comes when I look in the mirror, right? The answer will come when you look in the mirror. Am I better today than I was yesterday? As long as I invest in myself every single day, then the answer is yes, right? I know everyone loves the big splash, but I've learned to embrace the little splashes because they add up. So ask yourself today, are you better today than you were yesterday? If not, make the investments necessary to change that answer. If you are, congratulations. That is the measure of success. Are you better today than you were yesterday, right? This is your motivation for this week. I love you and God bless.